So we're going to get started on two-point perspective. Two-point perspective is pretty mathematical, but I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun, and once you learn the tricks, it makes for some realistic artwork. So I'll have you follow me around along here for the beginning, and you can see that at the top of this we have the different steps and stages of this worksheet. What we're going to start with first is making a horizon line, and notice that I have a ruler here. I'm lining it up with the edge of my square. That's so I can make this nice and parallel to the ground. And I use that a lot. I take my ruler and I add it, or I set it right along the edge of the paper sometimes, or in this case, the edge of my frame. Now that I have the horizon line, I'm going to add 3 vertical lines. One vertical line is going to be up high. One vertical line is going to be on the horizon line. And one vertical line is going to be down below the horizon line. And actually, I add them maybe a little too close to the edge. I might want to add them more towards the center. There, that looks better. All right, now we're going to take and add the vanishing points. The vanishing points are where lines disappear into the horizon line. Because this is two-point perspective, we're adding 2 points, one on each side of the horizon line. From those 2 points, we're going to start from the top and the bottom of each line. These parts are coming all the way back to the vanishing points. So here I'm creating a triangle over here. I'm going through anything else that I have, that's fine. And then on the other side of my line, I'll draw it back to the other point. Bringing these back to the vanishing point, like so. For all 3 of them. All right, I'd like everybody to take a break for a moment. You know what you're doing there, but I want you to really watch me. So if your pencils are down, you're listening to me, and I appreciate that. I'll wait until I see all pencils down. Perfect. This is the next part. Right now, we have this so that it's just kind of going back into Never Never Land, into the vanishing points. But we want to create it into boxes. So how I do that is I'm going to line my ruler up with this first center line and slowly pull it back. And then I'll add the back part of this line. Now it has to be parallel to that first one. If it's not, it looks like the box is falling down. So once again, line it up, pull it back. The farther you pull it back, the bigger the box is. The closer to the original line, smaller the box is. I draw it from my top and my bottom line, and then I move on. Go ahead and try this on 1 or 2 of your boxes, or maybe all 3 if you have time. I'll give you time to work after this as well, so if you don't have a chance to complete this with me, that's okay. There is one more step. If you have that done on 1 box, perfect. If you don't, of course I'm going to give you more time. But again, I'm going to have you take a break. Look up here. Now this time I'm going to go to the bottom or the top of the box. If you can see that there is a bottom without going through your box, then you need to add the bottom lines. Now look at, I need to add the bottom of this box. So I'm going to go opposite this time. I go to the edge and bring it back to the opposite vanishing point, and then go to the edge here, bring it back to the opposite point. Therefore, I can see the bottom of this box. How about this middle one? Am I going to do the top or the bottom? No, because if I go across here to this other side, I go right through the box. That means that I'm not going to add anything more. This is the way that is supposed to look. How about this one? Top or a bottom? Top. Yes, top. Again, I crisscross, so I'm going to go to the opposite edges, like so. And then the last step that I'm going to do is erase anything that is not the box. That includes all the lines going back to the vanishing points and anything within any box. Go ahead and start working on yours.